Hello everybody, I'm from the Portland City Gym. Um, so I didn't post for the last few days, because I didn't really have anything else to do. But then I realized, River, of course you still have stuff to do, because you just ran out of Darkness Ablaze stuff to do. And even then, I still have more Darkness Ablaze stuff to do. It's just that, the main attacker isn't from Darkness Ablaze. But there are still some decks that get upgraded from Darkness Ablaze and stuff like that. But this one doesn't get any cards from Darkness Ablaze, at least that I could see. And that is Whimsicott GX. Whimsicott GX is one of those cards where you don't really know if it's good or not. And I think that it's actually pretty good, depending on what. Sorry. Depending on the situation. So we're just going to get right into it. For Pokemon, we play a 3-3 Cottony Whimsicott line. Whimsicott, of course, it has an ability called Fluffy Cotton, where if it gets attacked, you flip a coin. If it's heads, you don't. All the damage is nullified. Prevent all damage done to it. It has 190 HP, so it's pretty low for a Stage 1 GX. It's actually pretty low, even for just anything right now, really. And it has an attack for 1 fairy energy. It does 10 damage, and it does 30 more for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Sorry again. I'm just doing a bunch of stretching while I record this. So combine this. They kind of they work a little bit well with each other. Fluffy Cotton to just deflect all the damage, and then Energy Blow to deal the damage. And with this, I mean, Energy Blow is a pretty good 2-shot attack, and since you're going to be surviving half of your attacks, it's pretty decent odds to not have any damage done to you, so that's pretty cool. And then we play up Porygon Z, only a 2-2 line. The reason we only play at 2-2 line is because it's not as essential as it was in previous builds. That is because I play a different kind of kind of a different archetype, different type of build. You'll see what I mean. But basically, we don't need Porygon Z as much. And then 2 copies of Dedenne, just to draw cards. We don't play any Crobat in this list. I don't really think we need to. Just keep things simple, you know. We play supporters, 4 research, 4 red and blue tag team, 3 copies of Marnie, and 3 copies of Boss's Orders. 4 professors research, just standard discard your hand, draw 7. Discarding cards really isn't that bad in this deck, as some people make it out to be. So 4 professors research, just really, it's just a consistent draw supporter. 4 copies of Red and Blue Tag Team. Red and Blue Tag Team has seen some amount of play in Dark Box decks with Weavile GX, but it does have some potential here too. Basically, it says that you can search your deck for any GX Pokemon that evolves from one of your Pokemon in play, and evolve it. But the Pokemon, of course, needs to have already been in play for a turn. It does not work like Wally, for instance. But it does have a secondary effect where you can discard 2 cards, and if you do, you can get 2 basic energy cards from your deck and put it on that GX Pokemon that you just evolved. So theoretically speaking, on turn 1, you can play Red and Blue Tag Team, evolve into Whimsicott, and then discard 2 cards, and have a 3 energy Whimsicott on turn 2. And then with Porygon Z to attach some other energy as well. 3 Marnie, just standard draw, and 3 Boss's Orders, just for standard gusting. Other than Red and Blue, it's pretty solid standard stuff. Items: 4 Quick Ball, 4 Great Ball, 2 Evolution Incense, 3 copies of Energy Switch, and 3 copies of Rare Candy. To Evolution Incense, we play both Whimsicotts and Porygon Zs, so Evolution Incense is pretty handy to grab those. 4 Quick Ball, just standard. 4 Great Ball, just to help search out the Pokemon that we need. 3 copies of Energy Switch. This is in case you use Red and Blue on a separate Whimsicott, and you can move it to the Whimsicott that's in play already. so Energy Switch is really good in that case. And 3 Rare Candy just to evolve Porygon Z. Now here's where a bulk of the deck goes, and that is the energy count. We play 8 copies of basic Fairy Energy. 8 copies of Fairy Energy means that we can have enough to red and blue to all of our Whimsicotts, and a little bit more on the side. Plus, we play 4 copies of Triple Acceleration Energy. Ergi. Of course. And Ergi makes more sense, now that I think about it. Triple Acceleration Energy really is like Triple Acceleration Ergi is definitely the lifeblood of the deck. This is how you get crazy one-hit knockouts on all of those high HP V maxes. Right now, having 11 energy attached in order to hit 340 damage seems like a bit of a stretch. But if you attach 5 energy, which is very much possible with the amount that we play, 18 energy, having 5 energy already attached, plus 2 triple accelerations energies makes it seem a little bit more manageable. Of course, with the triple acceleration energy, it is technically 6 energy when you attach 2, 3 energy for 1 attachment. And of course, we have Porygon Z, so we can attach these more multiple times in a turn. So let's have 5 energy attached, and then 2 copies of triple acceleration energy, and you hit 340 damage, able to one-shot everything in the game. And then, along with that, you play 3 copies of Draw Energy. Draw Energy works really well with Porygon Z. Just be able to draw an extra card when you attach it. Pretty nice. And 3 copies of Recycle Energy. This is, other than Fairy Energy, this is probably our energy attachment of choice. Just be able to get the energy back once Whimsicott's knocked out, so you can kind of just redo the whole cycle all over again. And that's about it for the deck. That's all. No stadiums. A lot of lists play Wondrous Labyrinth, but I don't really think I found that Wondrous Labyrinth really just doesn't really stop anything. You know, sometimes with things like Dragapult and Eternatus that will be coming out, it can be helpful. It can set them back a turn, but then what? You know, Wondrous Labyrinth, of course, you can play it. I haven't gotten any testing in, of course, because we have no tournaments, but this is what I got going on at the moment. Let me know what you guys think, and until then, this is River from the Portland City Gym, sadly having a pretty low energy video. I apologize about that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And I'm still not editing this out.